Oh my god, he's adorable! Oh guys, look at him! Oh my god, he's adorable! Hello my friends, what's with me OT, and welcome back to OP Factions over here on play.evopvp.net. Now as you can see, we are actually outside today, yes. It's nice to be out from underground. You can just smell the dry desert air. Yes guys, we are outside of a base today, starting the episode, because today I am actually doing a tutorial, sort of a little bit of a faction tutorial on my base design. As you can see, my base vault. I'm going to put a screenshot or some recording up on the screen now. I really like the design of that base, and a few of you guys have asked me how to build it, or how to build sort of a design like it, so that's what I'm going to do for you guys today. I'm just out here in the factions world, nowhere near any of my bases. It was just a one near a base that I raided a few days ago. Here's the coordinates just to prove it. I really don't care where it is. So what's going to happen is I'm just going to give you guys hopefully a simple and useful tutorial on how to build this base. Because, you know, I've not really done many faction tutorials in the past. I don't know how it's going to go. So here's hoping it's going to be okay. So what you're going to do is you're going to find yourself a bit of land here. This is if you want to build it in the overworld or the nether. This will work equally well in the nether, or if you just want to build the actual structure in something like the end. So what you're going to do is just going to dig down here. There we go, here we go. I probably should have gotten a worse pickaxe. Yeah, that's what I'm actually going to do. One sec. There we go, that's much better. I'm not getting the, I don't know if it's anti-cheat or just some block lag here. So you're going to want to go down to sort of any level you want. Now I would actually say do not go down to bedrock level, because that's where everyone seems to look for bases, and if you decide to claim this, then people will most likely go down to bedrock to try and TNT cannon into the base. So what I recommend you do is just go a little bit above bedrock. One level 27 here. This is an unlikely level people will be searching for a base, and what you're going to want to do is just clear out an area as big as long as you want your base. So I normally say 3 wide is a good place to start, because then that is your path covered. So what we're going to do here is just dig out this little bit, 3 wide here. There we go. It doesn't really matter, we can change it in a sec, just so we've got a little bit of breathing room here. And of course, if you did want to set a home down here, you would fill in the blocks above you as you dug down. But because I'm not actually going to be using this base, I don't really mind. So after you've cleared out your walkway here, what you're going to want to do is clear out a space for your chest. Now remember, it's going to be 3 wide for the walkway, and then if you want to do the same design that I do, it's going to be 1 block here for the slab, and then 2 blocks for the chests. Then 2 blocks for the chests over here, and then 1 more block for some water if you want to use water. If you don't want to use water in your build, then you don't need to clear out this level of blocks here. A helpful piece of advice is to actually, whilst you're clearing out the space, just mark down what you need. So this is the walkway here, then the cobblestone represents the slab, chest obviously represents the chest, and then nothing represents the gap there, the air gap. I just think it will make it easier, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to replicate that on this side. There we go. So as you can see, the shape of the base is taking place. Now it has actually got quite a wide footprint, but I think for the aesthetic look of the base, it is sort of worth it. Now the next thing you're going to want to do is to actually measure out how long you want the base to be, and that's going to be completely dependent on how many chests you want to fit in here. Now obviously you can do chests or double chests, and it's going to sort of vary the chest layout you do depending on if you're doing it claimed or not. If you are going to claim this base, then that means people are going to have to raid it with creeper eggs, and so you're going to want as many gaps around the chests as possible. So what you're going to want to do is to space the chests out like this, leaving a gap by the wall, a gap with water here which you will put on top of the chest there, and then another gap before the next set of chests there, as I have in my version of this vault. However, if you are not claiming this base and just having the chests here, then you can go set of chests there, trap chests there, set of chests there, trap chest, and then you can fit many more sets of chests in here. So what I'm going to do next is just going to replace the floor with obsidian. Now this is actually mostly for design purposes, although I do suppose it can serve some structural purposes as well. So just going to grab the obsidian here and just fill in this 3 wide walkway here. Now if you're going to claim this base, then you don't want people to creeper egg your chests. which is partly why we have the slabs here, and also partly why we are going to take this extra precautionary measure. God, that was difficult to say in one mouthful. So where the chests are going to go here, you are just going to dig down the floor several more blocks. There we go, just here, and this means it is going to be extremely difficult for people trying to raid the base to place the creeper eggs underneath the chests. But it's going to be easier for us to build this if we just cover this up for now and then knock the floor out later. The next thing that you're going to want to do is to grab some stone and make yourselves some slabs, because this is going to act as the dividing between the walkway here and the chest with the water coming over them. So what you're going to want to do is just pop these down here and then leave yourself a little gap which you can walk into here in order to place everything that you need. The next step is another one that varies depending on if you want to build this base as part of claimed area or just unclaimed. Now if you want to build this base unclaimed, then the next part is extremely simple. All you need to do is to grab your chests here. There we go. I've got both a selection of trap chests and chests, and then just place them down here. There we go. Pop another one here. If you want to do another layer, oops, that was a bit of a mistake there. Then if you want to do another layer, then for both of these options, yeah, you're going to want to break the roof here. And then all you're going to want to do is just grab these chests here and then just line them up behind these slabs here. And once you finish this off with the slabs above the wall there, then I think it adds still quite a nice design aesthetic while simultaneously giving you a lot of storage space. However, if you want to build this base clean, then there's going to be one more step for you to do. You're going to have to place the chests one block away in order to allow the water to flow in front of them, and that means knocking out one more block at the wall here. This is of course if you want to have the chest this way. If you just want to have the chest like this, then you do not need to knock out this extra wall here. This base is sort of quite versatile in that respect, in the way that there are a lot of ways that you can have the chests. So what I've decided I'm going to do is on one side of the room, I'm going to set up the chests in the unclaimed setup, and on the other side of the room, I'm going to set them up as if you were building this base in a claimed region. Okay guys, so as you can see, both chest setups are complete here. But when I say complete, I still have to do the finishing touches, which I'm going to show you guys on camera. But as you can see, with the unclaimed side, which is how you would do both sides if you were just building this out in the wild, it's just a 2 gap with all of the chests here. And as you can see, you will be able to fit 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 double chests in there, which I think is going to be plenty storage, considering with 2 sides that's 40 double chests, which is going to be plenty for most players. And with the claim side here, you can see if I just pop these last chests down here, there you go, we can fit 2, 4, 6, 8, but as soon as we put the water in, these will be difficult to raid, which will probably be more secure if you've got a claimed area. So what we're going to do now is we are just going to create an infinite water source so that we will be able to cover these chests here. So we're just going to knock the floor out here, opening up the gap that we made earlier. And of course, I haven't fully committed to this base. If you were doing this claim, then you might for whatever reason want to obsidian down here or whatever. So what we're going to do here is we're probably just going to go from this side. So what we're going to do is we're just going to pop the water down there. As you can see, it's going over here. Let's refill these buckets. There we go. And then just we can swim in here and then just place the water buckets down on top of all the other chests just by pressing shift and then clicking on them. There we go, really easy here, just shift and click on top of them. And of course, afterwards, when you've got all this, you would fill in these gaps here just to make sure that it is completely encased in water. So I've just blocked the water off from this chest here just for a second, just to say, because some of you might be thinking, Ronan, why haven't you put a fence post underneath these chests? Now the answer to that is because they can actually be raided. Now what people do is they break the chest with the fence post underneath it. As the chest is coming back with the message, sorry, you cannot break that in claimed land, they will place the creeper egg on top of the fence post, and the creeper egg will be inside the chests. Now with this setup, that removes the option, but of course they are still available to get raided. It is just removing that option of raiding them. So there you go guys, the basic chest setup is complete. Now the only thing to really change in here is the aesthetics. Now if you want to add glowstone in here in the little chest things, or completely fill in the water just to make it look better, then that is completely up to you. Or if you want to do like I did in my vault there and replace the walls with stone brick, or replace the ceiling with top half slabs just so you have a little bit more room when you're inside here, then that is completely up to you. Okay guys, so yes, the chest setup and everything is complete now, including the aesthetics with some budget cuts. But all we need now is something to fill it with. I'm just going to take some of the lesser items that I have lying around my base and put them in here. So I'm going to do that just to a quick time lapse guys, so please sit back, relax and enjoy the music. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed that little time lapse there. What I have done is I have just filled up some of the chests here, because you know I don't really have enough stuff to fill up all of these. So what I've done is I've just put some hero and down armor in these, and then you know just filled the rest up with some tools and everything that I no longer need. Some hero, warrior, and then over here I filled these 3 up with gunpowder, and then the last one I've done a little bit of a treat just with some blaze rods. So guys, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to announce the location of this base in the chat, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave some signs here telling people to tweet me or leave me a comment on YouTube saying that they found the base, because I think that's going to be really cool if someone actually comes out here to find it and then contacts me letting me know that they did. And if you guys watching want to come find it, here are the coordinates here if you want to. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave these signs off camera so that you guys, you know, it's going to be a secret. It's an incentive for you guys to come and find the space, so that you know what's written on the mythical signs. Ooh. Well, anyway guys, before we end off today's episode, as always, we need to press the like button together. Now, the like button is something that I do like to press for my subscribers during every single Factions episode. Now, you guys have been amazing with the likes recently, and I want to keep that going, so can we please hit 40 likes for this episode of OP Factions? I know you guys can do what you normally do, and you never let me down, because you guys are absolutely fantastic. So I would greatly appreciate it if you could just scroll down below this video, and then we can all press the like button together on the count of 3. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Hey, yes, thank you for pressing the like button there, or at any point throughout the episode. It really does mean a lot to me that you guys are showing the support for this series and still like it, because that makes me motivated to make more and make them better with every single episode. So we are joined by a lot of people here to do the outro. If you guys enjoyed today's episode of OP Factions, then please do consider leaving a like down below, as it really does make a difference. And if you're new to the channel and want some more content like this, then make sure to subscribe in order to catch new videos. If you guys would like to come play with me on the server, then the IP is on screen in the description and coming out of my mouth, play.EvoPVP.net. There's not really much more for me to say apart from I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, my friends.